What do I want to be? I want to be everything that I wasn't when I was younger. The only way that I'm going to get there, if I push myself, if I go out and get my dreams and not allow the dreams to get me. This is your sign. Even you've been on the fence or you've been scared to jump out and do it, start somewhere. You'll never know what's gonna happen if you don't do it. A lot of people been asking me, what have you been doing? Are you really an entrepreneur? Are you in a relationship? What you got going on? Are you really vegan? How's your business going? What's the future for your business?
Honey. Didn't get no sleep last night, I'm late. What time will tell? Yo, said if you love me, why would you do it?
I got some things to get off my chest. And I feel like it's time for me to give you guys an update of my life. So yeah, if you're new here, hey girl, hey, my name is Lej'a.delilah and I do fashion, lifestyle, whatever else content that comes into my creative brain. I'm gonna give you guys a Q&A, an update of my life. I got some questions and some personal questions that I wanted to answer because I know a lot of people have been asking me questions personally on the side through DMs or text message, and I just want to do a full out video to get it off my chest, okay? So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. What am I doing right now? Child, what am I even doing? I am officially a full-time entrepreneur. Can we give it up for that? Can we give it up for that? Yeah, baby, it's been a long time coming. I started becoming full-time for real, really, like 2025, end of 2024 going into 2025. And now after I filed my taxes, well, I didn't file it, my daddy filed them, shout out to him. And now after that, I am no longer a W-2 girly, I am a 1099 girly. I help people, companies, brands build their social media presence, but I feel like what makes me stand out from other social media managers, I focus on conversion, making sure posts convert into sales. Of course, viral content is good, and I have a couple of viral content, you know, under my belt. But ultimately, I want to show companies that, hey, you can hire me to make aesthetically pleasing videos, but also your post can convert. So yeah, that's pretty much what I do. And it's been a roller coaster for the past year and 8 months, because that's officially when I've been in business. And yeah, it's been a lot. It's been a lot of tears, it's been a lot of happy times, it's been a lot of vacations, and then after vacations I'm broke again. So yeah, it's been a really emotional roller coaster, and one of the things has gotten me through my business is transforming my relationship with God. And I've started doing that in 2025. You know, if you don't know my background, I've always grew up in church. Like, I'm a church girly down. My dad's a minister, my mom currently works at the church, so like I was in the choir. Like, your girl was churched out, like I was churchy. But as I got older, went to college, I started, you know, getting, like, experiencing new things, experiencing a college life, and just doing the non-churchy things, you know what I'm saying? I really didn't start taking it seriously maybe like a year ago, but actually being intentional about my relationship with God, it really started in 2025. And one of the things that's really shifted my relationship with God is a lot of things that I used to do that I really don't do anymore. I haven't smoked in like 2 years. I was never a smoker, but yes, did I dabble a dabble? Absolutely. It's just a lot of stuff that's been coming apparent to me, and things that God has really been exposing to me, and I just really want to get to the point where I give him my full access. One of the things I told God, because my business was like plummeting, like I feel like I was hitting rock freaking bottom. I said, God, my social media job does not matter. How much money I'm making from these clients do not matter. My personal social media do not matter. If it's not aligning with you, remove it, take it away. And it's crazy because weeks after that, I don't know if you noticed, but my Instagram page got hacked. I literally have to make a whole new Instagram. In the middle of me trying to get my Instagram back, I was asking, I was like, you know what? Do I continue to use this, or do I start rebuilding? And God literally told me to rebuild. And that moment right there, I said, I'm going to be obedient to God. And I couldn't even get on TikTok. So I didn't have TikTok, I didn't have Instagram. Keep in mind, I'm a whole content creator. God was telling me to take a step back so that I can start rebuilding and start putting him first in my relationship. Yeah, even though I am doing my social media stuff, I am still focusing on YouTube. I feel like it was a period of time last year I was not being consistent with posting, wasn't consistent with feeling. It was a lot of times I was feeling lazy. I was feeling very depressed. Within, I don't know, 2 weeks, I probably gained like 50 subscribers just by being on Threads. So yeah, if anyone here from Threads, comment down below. I love you guys. And yeah, I'm hoping to just continue to build that community and continue to strategically post my videos and be a little bit more creative, because I think now is the time for me to, you know, elevate my content a little bit more. And I want to start making my, you know, PR content a little bit more professional, and actually hiring a videographer and making it a little bit more, you know, professional, because at the end of the day, if I want to take this seriously, I need to invest into it so I can go to the next level. So this one question that someone asked was, how is your business? Girl, I don't even know how it is. It has its days, but in this current state, it's decent. And I say decent because I know I can take it, I can push it a little bit more and get a little bit more high ticket clientele, especially with what I do. I want to get more out of state clients, but I'm hoping going into May I can just take it up another notch and expand my clientele. So this next question is, someone wanted some advice on how to deal with people who are bad business people. And I've actually recently dealt with this. And what I used to do is I used to just bark and attack. Like, it was bad. It was really, really bad. And that was another thing I was asking God to change and transform, like the way I articulate things, the way I handle conflict, because I realized in the past that I did not handle it well. I would say, for one, before you even start working with them, look at that portfolio. Ask around for people who have worked with that person, so you can kind of get a feel for the person before you actually start working with them. Number two, if you are already caught up and, you know, I don't know what the situation might be. It could be because of payments, or they didn't fulfill their full services. Yeah, don't work with them again. Point blank, period. Definitely say your piece, but do it in a respectful way, because you never know what can happen out of this conflict. You don't know who that person is. I would definitely advise people to stand their ground. If something is wrong, do not, that's something what I messed up. Do not let people walk all over you. But that's one thing that I had to struggle with, because me growing up, I was just quiet, timid, and just didn't want to, you know, handle conflict. But now I'm like, you say what? You say huh? But as long as you say what you need to say, you wipe your hands with it, you go on with your business. But somebody asked me tips for veganism, for people who trying to, you know, dibble and dabble in a lifestyle. I would say do not jump into it and go cold turkey. That's what I did, and my skin just did not react to it well. And ever since then, my skin has still have like some blotches and some dark spots and some blemishes that I'm still even recovering from. But everybody is different. My skin's a little bit more sensitive. I have been vegan for about, what, almost 4 years? It's been since 2020. Yeah, it's been since 2020. So it's about 4 years. I don't count the first year, because that first full year, you know, you might, you know, accidentally get a little cheese, accidentally get a little egg, get a little chicken. I would suggest people to look at videos and see what type of meals you like, and see how you can substitute certain ingredients, because that's all what veganism is. You just substitute certain ingredients. Everything you make with normal stuff, they literally have a substitution for it. For example, milk, they have almond milk, oat milk. For cheese, they have vegan cheese. For eggs, they have just egg. Maybe the first month eat a vegan meal, then gradually make your way up. Next month we're gonna do 2 days throughout the week, and we're gonna go strictly vegan, and just kind of so on and going forward until you feel comfortable with fully transitioning. I'm not one of those vegans that say like, oh my gosh, like you're gonna die if you're not vegan. Like, oh my gosh, you're wearing a chinchilla fur coat. Oh my gosh, you're eating alligator toes. No. I'm not that type of girl, because at the end of the day, my journey is not everyone else's journey. To wrap up this Q&A, I just want to end with, you know, what does the future look like for me? How do I want my future to look like within the next couple of years? I'll say for 2025, one of my goals is to expand my clientele to more high ticket clients, which I've said at the beginning, but that's really just been my goal, high ticket clients. And I want at least two high ticket clients to where, you know, I have some cushion to where, you know, they're my clients now. I can, you know, use that money and invest it in something else. And another thing that's kind of been on my radar, what I want to do is expanding my sole proprietorship to where I'm offering different type of services. Like I want to do more one-on-one. I've been thinking about doing an ebook. I'm not gonna say what, but an ebook has been in my mind. I just don't know how I want it to look like. I ultimately with my social media and what I'm doing now, I kind of want to use that and kind of show people like, hey, this is how you do it, and kind of finding passive ways to make income. Because I feel like as an entrepreneur, you always have to, you know, evolve. You always have to elevate, and that's just kind of my personality too, which is why me being an entrepreneur fits me perfectly. So I do recommend, if you are looking to start a business, this is your sign. This is your sign. I don't know what that looks like for you. Even you've been on the fence or you've been scared to jump out and do it, start somewhere. Start investing your time and energy to do it, because you'll never know what's gonna happen if you don't do it. So yeah, do it. Do it. This is your sign. Do it. I just want to show people, especially girls that look like me, you know, I wear my natural hair. I'm not a makeup girly, and my teeth, I'm insecure about it. I'm like, wasn't always comfortable in my skin. I want to show girls who feel like their insecurities are blocking them to reach their potential that that's a myth, and your potential starts with you seeing your potential. My goal is to just keep evolving. I just always want to evolve. I always want to learn. I always want to know how I can be a better person and a better businesswoman at that, because I don't know everything. Because I feel like the only way to succeed in life, if you're always learning and you're always a student, in terms of, you know, you're not going to think that you know everything, but you're actually receiving critique and constantly learning how to be better. I hope I answered a lot of these questions that, you know, a lot of people have been, you know, asking me on the side, and, you know, people that have asked questions on Instagram. And if you have any more questions, or you have any additional questions or response, put it down in the comments. And yeah, I would love to interact with you guys. If you guys feel similar, or, you know, you feel discouraged and this really helped you, share this with a friend. Share this with somebody who you feel like needed to hear this. Thank you guys for watching this video. Don't forget, if you are new here, hey girl, hey, don't forget to subscribe to that channel. We do fashion and lifestyle content here, and we would love for you to join the family. And I thank each and every one of you for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, y'all. Hold on, DJ. Hold on. Hey, fuego. Do you see the vision? Girl was literally in surgery. I was literally in surgery.